It's always a script. This is a Stephen King novel. I think Stephen King is in the same way that Raymond Carver is to like the American short story, or, you know, Tennessee Williams to the American play. Stephen King is that to like a horror genre and ness of America, which I love. So there was that, and then there's like a really amazing script, and then you bring Francis on board and you bring Cooper. It's a nice thing to work with actors on special things. Shawshank is one of my favourite things of all time. You know, I'm kind of that generation where those like old films are like the Stephen King films, the things that we really, really respect. So of course it's an honour to work on something that he's written. It's a story of brutality, it's a story of brotherhood, it's a story of, you know, the things that we do for the people that we care about. And you know, the long walk essentially is a competition, and there has to be one winner, and if you slow down beyond a certain speed, you get 3 warnings, and after the 3rd one, you get your ticket, which is basically death. And I think, you know, beyond the rules of the game, there's a deeper meaning as to what it is. Part of it is entertainment, and part of it is what the human condition can do, and I think that that's what this film balances so well. It's a wonderful dichotomy. I have to definitely give some commendation to JT, our wonderful screenwriter, and Stephen King, and Francis, and the rest of the team, all at Lionsgate, for being open to kind of seeing this story slightly differently. And Pete is a wonderful character on the page. You know, I read the script before I read the book, and then you look at the book and he's incredibly complex and all the things that I love in characters, but translating that to the screen requires a certain level of creativity, you know what I mean, and invention from myself, and stories that Francis will share with me, and all that kind of stuff. It balances on Pete McGree's and Ray Garrett, and I think that relationship was everything to me. And the actor playing opposite me, I wouldn't be able to do my job if they weren't doing theirs. The Musketeers has just been a joy to find these boys, these lads, like finding the joy in this like slightly macabre, dark world. Cooper has given me everything that I need in Ray, but also everything I need in like just a mate. Cooper's an amazingly inquisitive, open. I like to find things, and Cooper just takes everything and throws it right back my way. And I've loved working with him for that. I can't speak highly enough of him. Mark Hamill is a legend. Do you know what I mean? There's definitely something amazing about having someone like him on set, you know, and taking part in this deeply strange story definitely lifts it. I'll be lying if I said it doesn't lift it beyond what myself, Cooper, and the other boys make. Mark definitely brings like this amazing groundedness to this film, and yeah, it's been great having him on set. The boys are amazing. Ben is amazing. You know, Charlie, everyone, Josh, everyone's been like, we definitely get on offset as well, and we had to. We need to use every single moment we can to try and tell the best story possible, and luckily it came really naturally for all of us. I'm definitely in awe of Francis. I am, I can't even lie about it. I think he's a really wonderful, acute, sensitive director, and he's so receptive, you know, with the choices that I want to try, but as well as that, he's a master at what he does. He knows how to make things. You trust Francis, and I felt really honoured that he wanted to work with me as well. When Francis spoke to me about this whole project before I was even on board, it felt like this passion project of his. It's like, you know, Francis makes the Hunger Games, man. He makes like, you know, these like large films. This isn't one of those. I think it's a tiny film about bonding and brotherhood, and like a deeper meaning of what America was. Costume is very important to me as an actor. Really important. What you wear, I think, informs how you move, how you talk, and play. And Francis was kind enough to let me choose everything, and our wonderful costume designer kind of set everything up in a room and said, go for it. And I just kind of went around and kind of went like thrift shopping, which was kind of fun, you know what I mean? Like finding things and trying it on and going, I don't think that works, I don't think that feels right, I think that's him. And then in our bags, I like choosing my own props. I was able to load my own bag with all my stuff, which was just, it's been a treat, you know what I mean? It actually has been an actor's delight. I think there's several shifts that you got to make. One, there's the accent, the actual Georgia accent, which is where Pete's from, or we decided that he is from, and then there's a cultural shift as well, because you can say something in an accent and it won't land if you don't understand the culture behind it, and then there's like who he is on top of that, his humour, his like wit, but also his pain. We're walking, like 10 miles a day, making this film, like giving ourselves this film. So of course we're going to get some war wounds. But if you ask me what my favourite bit about the film is that it's the details, these moments that we found as actors with each other, as a whole group, that are magical, like truly magical, truly deep and truly profound, which is definitely in Stephen King's novel, but to translate that onto the screen, I think we've definitely put some amazing moments on screen and given ourselves to it. So hopefully people like it.